Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to Riders of Icarus. Now, as you know, if you've seen my other videos, I am trying to tame Alpha Nalrys. Now, for his recipe, I need a couple of heroics from the area, and one of these heroics is Calypos, right here. He is a horse, a war horse. And unlike Finian and Magnatu, I haven't shown you how to tame this horse yet, and I haven't shown you myself taming him. So today I will kind of have a mini guide, show you where to obtain the ingredients for the recipe and for the armor that you need to tame him. So I am currently in Grimvale, which is not far from the location that we need to go. We need to go right over here, the Dread Citadel. Now, as you see, there are mobs outside of the walls, but they're a bit tougher, so they're not, I don't prefer to farm them. But once you pass these two guards, you have entered the Dread Citadel. Now, I highly recommend farming in this area if you want to tame the heroics from Stygaea. The reason for that is the things that these mobs drop. Not only the cursed pawns here, but when you head more to the back, you'll meet... Oh, hello Alpha Nalrys. Whoops! Well, this is the horse that I'm trying to tame. I don't have a mark now, because I failed. He always spawns tameable, which is good. But let's just move to the back of the citadel in case others want to kill him, just so that they won't bother us. The reason you want to farm these mobs is because they're not very tough. They are level 54 or something. And if you have Temajin gear or Alsatian gear, Temajin is of course preferred. You can easily farm these. They're not very tough, and they drop basically everything that you need if you want to tame the heroics in this area. So let's take a look what we need for Calypos. For Calypos you need austere slayer armor. Only the armor, not the weapons or the jewelry. Now this is obtained by upgrading modest slayer armor. Now, if you want to attempt a larger taming project like Alpha Nalrys, I recommend having the two sets separate so that you can always tame both Finian and Calypos. If I open my crafting and go to armor crafting, here austere, you'll see that one of the ingredients for an austere helmet is a modest slayer helmet. So you'll need those, and preferably separately. Now you can find these, you can't craft these by the way, because for these you need an ingredient which is not available in this version of the game. It is available and craftable on the private servers, that is Project Icarus Online and Divine Icarus. They are essentially the beta, the private servers of this game, but that is something that does not exist here. So you can't craft these, you have to farm for these. Now the mobs around here have a good chance of dropping one of these pieces of gear. However, the thing is, they are not class specific. You can get gear for a trickster, for a ranger, for a guardian, and it's just luck. They also drop the weapons and the jewelry, but those are useless. You can throw them away or sell them. So aside from the pieces of armor that they can drop, they also drop a very fair amount of these Stygaea coins. Now what you're going to do with these coins, you're going to save them up, because you're going to head over to Freeman Village, and right there is a Enigma chest merchant which sells a random box of level 45 PvP gear. This contains modest Slayer gear. This is class specific, so you don't run the risk of getting something for a wrong class. However, it does include the weapons and jewelry. Again, you don't need those, you just need the 5 armor pieces. So when you have obtained these this modest Slayer set, preferably twice as I mentioned, you're going to upgrade one of these to austere Slayer gear. So let's look again at the recipe. So for to upgrade it, you need Karon alloys, and I'll explain a bit more on those later. Polished average electrode, which can be bought from the Armorcraft merchant, spirit fragments and spirit essences. These two also drop from the mobs inside the Dread Citadel, so you're right in place for these ingredients. Now the Karon alloys, let's see. The Karon alloys of course require Karon ore, which again, together with this aura that you need, drop from these mobs. So this is a great place to farm for the ingredients for the armor. Now, Karon ore drops very commonly. As you can see, I have over 5,000 of it, and I've already crafted 3 separate sets. One modest set, one austere set, and one complex set. Now, aside from these two, you need Turalium ore, which can be found in Trital Rifts and at the beginning of the Cloying Wastes. You can also buy it from the Armorcraft merchant, however it is a bit more expensive. Now, fire reducing agents, you can also just buy that from the merchant, and you shouldn't have much trouble with that at all. In total you need 40 Karon alloys to upgrade the modest gear to austere gear. So once you've done that, you can craft austere Slayer gear. Now, aside from the armor, Calypos also requires a mark. And that mark is not difficult to craft. It goes for a very high price on the marketplace, at least on the Akaldus server. So crafting is definitely in your better interest. The ingredients are complex familiar orbs and high taming elixirs, 5 sealed Hilber and 5 sealed Sharrak. This is incredibly easy, because wouldn't you know it, all these ingredients drop right here in the Dread Citadel from these mobs. These mobs drop marks, elite marks, not heroic ones, just elite, but they drop fairly common. As you can see, I have Sharrak and Hilber marks right here. And they also drop these high taming elixirs and complex familiar orbs in boxes of 10 pieces. Once you have your armor and the mark, you can go ahead and find Calypos. Now, finding him is a bit of a challenge, because Calypos has a lot of spawn points. I believe it's over a dozen, and they go all the way from Stillhaven over here, Long Twilight Path, Timeless Forest, Oblivion Fields, Memory Hill, all the way up to the Lost Mountain. So that's definitely a bit challenging. What's also challenging is that he has a 10-hour respawn timer, and he of course spawns in a PvP area. Now, the thing that makes it a bit easier is that Calypos does not have an untamable version, at least for as far as I know. And on top of that, once he spawned, he does not move from the spawn point. He roams around a couple of meters within it, but he does not roam this entire area, thankfully. So when he spawns, of course you'll see Calypos has appeared at, and then you'll get one of these 5 names in the message. So that also gives you a clue where to start searching for him. So, for example, it could be Calypos has appeared at Timeless Forest in Stygaea. So then you need to know that you need to look around this area right here to find him. So I'm going to see if I can find him, and I'll see you back then. Alright. So I'm going to put the set on. Alright, so is everything ready? Yes, let's go. Alright, so I'm just going to... That's the kick. That kick that he did, it's a knockback attack as well, and it's really annoying. There is no warning for it, he just goes for it. Let me see if I can catch it again. There we go, that rodeo kick right there. Ouch, that hurt. Alright, taming conditions are met, let's just hop on. First green, very nice. Second green. There we go. More green, very good. And there we go. We tamed him! Yay! Once you've tamed Calypos, you don't need to keep wearing the armor. You can just switch back to what you have equipped usually. And I'm gonna drink a health potion to restore my health. So, pretty cool horse. And in our case, very useful. Aside from being an ingredient in Alpha Nalrys' mark, Calypos is also used in Jamirod's mark. So that could be another reason that you want to tame him, or just for collections, something like that. So, like I said, bring a friend, make sure that you have the armor and a mark. So when you tame him, the mark gets consumed, see it's gone, but the armor, you get to keep that. So you can use that for endless attempts of taming. So that's it for today. We have our Calypos now for another Nalrys mark. And next up is more Finians and Magnatu. But I've already shown you how to get that in the previous one, so I don't think it's worth recording another whole video on that. So for now, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching, and so long, my riders.